Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama, and if you see this red live box right here, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, you're just catching the replay. Sorry y'all, Boone, my dog, is literally right here on the other side of the wall. There's a window right behind you and he's just sitting here staring at me. But when you pop on, comment the word May. I just realized I forgot to change the keyword, so comment the word May, not the word uncle. I'm gonna fix that here in just 1 second. But y'all, I have missed y'all. I've not been on in quite some time. Let me get this fixed. Hi, Stephanie. So when you pop on, say hey and comment the word May. Don't comment it yet. Hold on. I got to fix. Oh my gosh, y'all. I totally forgot that there was something else I need to fix too before y'all comment. Hi, guys. Let me go fix this and then we're going to get started. So we are going to use the club transfer for this month. But let me get the word fixed for y'all. Hi, Janice. Hi, Cheryl. Just give me 1 second, y'all. Your girl, I forgot this part. Any post, save. Okay. Now comment the word May, M-A-Y, and let's see if that will get the message for y'all. Yes, happy late Mother's Day. I'm going to pin that. There we go. Okay. Sorry, y'all. So Club is a subscription. So if you're new here, hello. Club is a subscription. So it's a crafting subscription. So each month you're going to get a little club kit in the mail. And this month it is Old School Legend. And we've already made this sign right back here with it and some cutouts. But we're actually going to just use what comes in, well, heck, y'all. We're actually just going to use what comes in the kit tonight, with the exception of one little added thing. Hold on. OMG. Y'all. Hello. All right, let's see if the keyword is working. Comment May. Okay, see, it looks like it's working. So you get, each month, you get an 8.5 by 11 transfer. You get a coordinating accessory. So this month it's a galvanized sign. And then you get 3 paste packets, which are just like samples of paste to use. So you get colonial blue, cherry, and black velvet. And then you do get a squeegee to use on your first month, okay? Hello. Oh my word, y'all. Lots of chaos happening as soon as I pop on. I appreciate y'all being patient. All right, let's open up this bad boy. So as y'all know, we did that sign, I guess it was last week or the week before. And we painted our rust on there. Now, I know I was telling y'all in that live that I have no luck with the cinnamon method, but we're going to try it. Oh, yeah, you got your packet. Hi, Lynette. So let me know in the comments if you have done the cinnamon method for rust. So what I'm talking about, I'm going to try not to knock anything over. So we actually painted the rust color first, and then we kind of shaved off the white paint to kind of make it look like that. Just because I don't have a whole lot of luck with the rust, or with the cinnamon, but we're going to try it. You know, we are going to try it. So, hello. I promise y'all, I'm getting to it. I feel like I'm just over here just being a mess, but what's new? So I'm actually going to take some white paste and I am going to paint this on. Now, the really neat thing about this being a galvanized sign is I can paint this, and then let's say I want to change it out. I can totally do that because I'm using my paste. So I am using paste to paint. I don't recommend using like acrylic paint or chalk paint, just because I'm not sure if it'll come off. Whereas if I want to change this out after so long, I can just spray with water and wipe it all off and have a surface. All right. So we're going to get this painted. We might need to do a coat or two because I do want it to be pretty solid white. But we are going to attempt the cinnamon method. And if you've been around here for a long time, I tried the cinnamon method, I don't know, a couple years ago, maybe last year, and it just didn't work out for me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Hi, Shauna. Hi, Sybil. So we're going to attempt it tonight, and we're going to see how this sign turns out. Hello, Miss Debbie. So if you are just popping on, comment the word May. May should work now. Now that I got it all fixed. Hi, Rhonda. Ooh, and I just posted this before I went live. I'm having a power hour sale on cutouts tonight. So all of my cutouts on my website are 30% off until midnight tonight. So if you missed out on the free shipping, that was a couple of weeks ago. The entire website, all cutouts are 30% off tonight. And when you comment the word May, I believe it's the second or third link in there, that is the link to my cutout website. Yay! I'm almost caught up on those orders. Y'all, life is just, throwing a wrench in everything. So I apologize. I want to say I appreciate y'all being patient. I do appreciate y'all being patient as I get caught up. I think I got like 15 or 20 orders out today. So I should be all cut up by then. And then we have a live sale happening on Monday in a week. So, ooh, go grab them. I did, Miss Colleen. I did. I actually really like their t-shirt club. You did your lemon board? I saw your picture. It looked great, Miss Dolores. Yay! And Miss Tiffany, your other stuff shipped out today, or it got packaged up in the shipping label today, and it'll go out in the mail tomorrow. All right. We're going to do one more coat. Now, you could totally leave it like this if you wanted to, but I want that white to be nice and solid. That way, we can really dirty this up. But I'm at the bare end of my jar, so I'm going to have to open up a new jar. Yay! Lots of packages were delivered. That makes me so happy. Be sure to check out your packages. Make sure everything is good. And that you have everything. I am human and I make mistakes. So sometimes I forget items, or sometimes stuff gets broken in transit. So please, please, please make sure you are checking your items when you get them. Because sometimes I'll have people who don't open up their packages for like 6 or 7 months. And then they expect me to know exactly what cutout they're talking about. So just please open your packages ASAP once you get them and just inspect everything. I would appreciate that. Hello, y'all. Yes, comment the word May. Go check out the Power Hour sale that's happening on my cutout site, because you can stock up on some good stuff. All right. Let's dry, and I think we're good. Hello. So yes, when you comment the word May, you're going to get the link for tonight's club project, okay? We're going to use the club project. But I think the second or third link in there, one of the links about cutouts will take you to my cutout website. And the whole website is 30% off until midnight, Central Standard Time. So now we got to get this nice and dry because we got to put this on top. Yes, Donna, the sale is on Monday. We normally do our sales on Sunday, but I thought let's try a Monday and see how that goes. Miss Diane, I'm pretty sure yours shipped out today too. Or I'm pretty sure I packaged yours up today. And it'll go out tomorrow. Lots of orders going out. And then after I get off of here, I'm going to go work on more orders. Because my goal is for the live sale is to be completely caught up for orders. That way, once live sale order invoices are paid, I can start cutting immediately. Yes, Miss Tiffany, I shipped that out last week. All right. It went snail mail, so it's not, there's no tracking or anything with it. It's going to take a little while. I am using the club transfer, and I'm using the galvanized metal sign that comes with the club kit this month. Okay. Club is just a subscription, as a lot of y'all know. It's $21.99 a month. And everything I'm using, with the exception of the white paste, is going to be in your kit. And the, what was I going to say? And the cinnamon that I'm going to use. Yes, as long as you have your code. I cannot go in and apply it after you've already checked out. So, as long as you have your code, go for it. But we got to make sure that this is completely dry. Because if it's even a little bit wet, that transfer is going to pull it up. Okay? So this is what it looks like when you get it. We painted it first. Okay? Because we are going to add some cinnamon to it. Hold on. Thank you. You're so welcome, Miss Cindy. I'm so glad you decided to become a Perks member. Perks members, I do give y'all like some extra fun stuff. Like I give them a 50% off coupon code to use every month on an order on my cutout website. And then, by the way, Perks members, you can't combine the 30 and the 50% off. Let's see. I do 20% off of cutout live sales. So Perks members, awesome. And then you get 30% off all of the chalk product too, which is awesome. All right, let's pull this back out. Let's hit it with the dryer one more time. And then Perks members also do get 30% off the club transfer, all the club stuff. Hi, Louise. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Miss Tammy, I'm working on a price for you for that item that you asked about. Just give me a little bit. So I want to make sure that I'm pricing it fair. Just because it is such a large item. All right, I think that's good. So here is the next really important step. You need to wax your surface because we're about to put something sticky on top. Hi, Annette. And I don't want the stickiness of this transfer to pull up the paint that we put down. Thank you, Diane. So I am going to wax. So I like to heat up my wax, soften it up just a little bit. For whatever reason, this can is a little bit on the drier side. I always tell y'all that because someone will always inevitably ask. So I'm going to add wax, and I am just going to wax the entire surface. Now, here's a little tip. You don't want to over wax. You don't want to put too much wax because if you do, your paste will not want to stick to the surface. And I always have people ask me, well, how do you know? Just the more you do it, the more you know. And y'all, sometimes I overwax still, and it's okay. Okay? So just buffing that out, getting it as even as possible. And there we go. Thank you for sprinkling. Yes, y'all, if you could do me a huge favor, hit that heart button and share the video. That helps me out a lot. And I will do a giveaway at the end of my live for people who are commenting. So the more you comment, the more times you're entered. So you freeze up on you. I don't know what's going on with that. Am I freezing for anybody else? All right, we are going to fuzz this from your short club. My short club? What's a short club? Hi, Linda. What's a short club, Miss Bambi? Let's fuzz. Okay, no. Louise, try going out and going back in. I know. There's been a lot of different issues going on. Like a lot of times my sound will go in and out, but I think that's my phone. I need to get a new phone. I just got, yay! My friend likes the lemon. Can you still buy the lemon tree? Yeah. The lemon tree is available on my website. It is. All right, so we're just going to lay this down. We're not using any cutouts tonight, but like I said, my cutout sale, boom. My cutout sale is on sale. Ooh, someone just placed an order on my cutout site. Thank you. Does the red packet come with the, yes, it does, Miss Anita. If you are missing it, let me know, and then we can get a form filled out, and they can send out a replacement for you. But yes. All right, I'm trying to get this straight. That looks good. All right, we're gonna push down, making sure there are no air bubbles. We did miss Donna, but y'all, for some reason, it's because I cleaned my mat and now this silly little thing doesn't want to come up. There we go. I might have to. Okay, send me a message, Miss Anita, because I'll forget through here. So send me a message and then I can help you with that. Yes, Miss Missy. Make sure you fill out the form. And if I didn't send it to you, send me another message. Okay, so in your club kit, you're going to get the surface, the transfer, and then you're going to get these 3 paste colors. You're going to get black velvet, colonial blue, and cherry. Now, I'm going to use my jars instead of the packets, okay? Hi, Lizette. So also make sure you're in the VIP group because there is a little bit of a sale on these colors over in my VIP group for everybody. My blue packet of paste was busted. It was a mess. Okay, send me a message. That has seemed to be kind of a problem with other people too. So it wasn't not just you. I don't want to make you seem like it's not a big deal because it is a big deal. We want you to get your stuff not busted. You know what I mean? Is your small and large doily banner for the same transfer? Yes. Yes. So this is the large and this is the small. It just fell. Okay, Lynette. Okay. Whatever you want to do, my friend. Okay. So I'm going to use my jars, but I kind of got to figure out, I'm going to work from my top down so I can paste and peel because I am going to use all 3 colors, but I'm trying to figure out, I think I'm going to do old school legend in black. I think I'm going to do that in black. Hi, Sharon. You're welcome, Miss Tonya. Thank you, Lizette. All right, let me wipe this up, y'all. I have squeegees out the wazoo, but for some reason, I need to use the same one. Should I get my monthly sooner than I do? No, Miss Louise. It seems to have gone out a little bit earlier than usual this month, but you still need to wait until the 20th to see if it comes. It seems people seem to be getting it earlier this month for whatever reason, but you just wait till the 20th to see if it comes. Yours just might be a day or 2 behind. All right, so we're gonna go in with black. And we're gonna do, oh girl, I almost got that black where I didn't want it. Should we do a red truck or a blue truck? What do y'all wanna do? We did a red truck on that one. So should we do a blue truck on this one? What do y'all think? Red truck or blue truck? All right, I'm gonna pick up all the extra, wipe it off. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I pasted, now I'm gonna pull it up to release that paste from the silk screen, okay? The reason you wanna do that is because if you go through and you try to paste everything down first, your paste is gonna dry in the little mesh silk screen, and then when you go to pull it up, it's gonna pull the color up with it. So I pasted, I pulled it up. Now I'm just gonna lay it right back down, but I'm not gonna push down on any part that I've pasted on. Blue, okay. Looks like blue is the winner. Ooh, Miss Tanya says an ombre. I'm just gonna do a regular blue truck. Blue, blue, thanks, Darlene. I want to make a shirt with mine, perfect. Okay, sorry, I was just catching up on comments. All right, so we're thinking a blue truck. I'm just thinking out loud here. Should we? I'm kind of thinking to do the tires black. Yeah? I'm just thinking out loud. Okay. So I'm going to go in with Colonial Blue, which is the blue packet that you get in this month's kit. And I'm going to go over this in Colonial Blue. And I think I'm going to do the tires in black here in just a second. But I do need to work. I kind of messed that up already. I was going to say I do need to work somewhat quickly so my paste doesn't dry in the silk screen. And I apologize if I'm missing comments. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to get this where we want it. Okay, I gotta work quickly. So I'm gonna get out a multi-tool and I'm gonna go over it in black. I'm gonna go over it in black. And I'm just doing the wheels in black. And I'm just hoping that I can get this covered before it dries. Now remember, we use paste to paint on here. So if we don't like it, you know what you can do is wipe it right off and start over. I know that's not ideal, but I just want to get the black covered as much as possible. Let's go in with that blue. Get that on there. And then I'm going to go over this, the grill in black. I just want to get this on there before it dries. Okay, here we go. Oh, y'all, look at that. I love that. You're a master at work. I think it needs some sparkle to it. Ooh, I like that idea. I do like that idea. That's a great idea. It needs some sparkle. I love it. Alrighty. So I'm going to peel this up. Okay. Looks good. Now you could totally paint in the other parts, which we might do. Ooh, we might do that on a different project. But I'm going to lay that back down. Now I'm kind of thinking legend needs to be in cherry. What do y'all think? Should we do legend in cherry or black? Because I think if I do that in if I do legend in cherry and I do all of this in black and that in black, it'll look good. Looks good in blue, only I've seen red. Yeah, I've only done the red one. Cherry, okay. See? We're on the same page here, y'all. We're on the same page. Cherry, okay. So I'm at the end of my cherry jar and it's a little dry. So we are going to try to chalk this as quickly as we can. I got way too much on my squeegee. Well, if you get too much on your squeegee, it's hard to control kind of where it goes. So just keep that in mind. That the less amount of product you have on your squeegee, the easier it is going to be to control. But my paste is dry, so I don't want to waste time dipping back into my jar to get more. Oh, there goes Boom. Do y'all hear him? He sounds like Thumper. Can y'all hear him? Ooh, y'all, look at that red. That looks so pretty. Probably cut you live. That's okay. I haven't been live since last Thursday. I took the weekend off. The words, oh, I already did the words above it in black. All right, let's see. I almost feel like this in black, then this in red. It does look so good. Okay. So I'm going to do this line in black, and I am going to take my multi-tool just because I have a little bit more control over where the color goes. Now, if you are just popping on, say hey, comment the word May, M-A-Y, okay? And then hang out till the end because we're going to try the... we're going to try the cinnamon method again to see how it looks this time. I tried it like last year. I don't like how it turned out, but we're gonna attempt. Hi Janice, how are you? All right, I'm gonna go in with cherry at the bottom, and then we will be able to pull this up. I need to do that one, but I don't know what color to do superpower in. What do y'all think? What color should we do that wording, superpower? I will tell y'all, I kind of mixed in black with my cherry. Cherry, okay, let me lift. This is cool. This would make a great Father's Day gift too. Like if you have a guy in your life who is really into like old school cars and stuff like that, this I think would make a great gift. Even on a shirt. Who said they wanted to make a shirt? Was it Miss Lynette who said she wanted to make a shirt? Someone said they wanted to make a shirt. Okay, we're gonna lift this off. Boom. Look at that. What do y'all think? It was Miss Lynette. I love that. Now you could get really neat and color in the car if you wanted to. Like you could do like a cadet or do like a two-tone car. I think that'd be really cool. So I'm going to set this to the side. We're going to close up our jars. We're going to clean our transfer. And then we are going to do the cinnamon part. Okay? So don't go anywhere. We're not done yet. We're going to clean, clean, clean. Thanks, y'all. I had a couple of y'all request me to just use only the surface that it comes with. So that's what I'm doing. No cutouts or anything. Just what it comes with. All right, so I'm going to take my board eraser and some water, and I'm going to scrub the front, and I'm going to make sure that I clean out all of that silk screen. Typically, I do use a baby wipe on top, but I just forgot this time. Okay, I'm going to spray it one more time. And then I'm going to go in with my baby wipe on top and try to get off as much of that color as possible. Okay, we're going to turn it over. Spray the back. And we're going to do the same exact thing. And we're just going to make sure that that silk screen is nice and clean. And like I tell y'all, if your transfer is stained, it's not a big deal. Okay, now I don't have paper towels in here, so I am going to use my fuzzing cloth to kind of wipe up my excess water. I know it needs to be washed. I'm aware. All right, then I'm going to dry up all that extra water that's sitting on top of my transfer, like so. Dry this up. Then I'm going to wipe the water on the front. And we are pretty much good to go to use it again. Okay, so I'm going to do sticky side up. And then I'm going to get my backer sheet. There's a white side and a yellow side. You're going to do white to sticky. Just line it up and you're good to go again. And even though it's stained, y'all, the stain, because it was stained before I used it, the stain will not affect the next time you use it. I always have people ask me that. You're good. Miss Billy, you need to become a club member. Hi, Jennifer. How are you? Yes. So I painted my surface with white chalk paste. So if I want to take that off, all I have to do is spray water on it and scrub it. And then that way, it comes right off. I wouldn't use regular paint. Thank you, Bambi, for answering her. I appreciate that so much. That helps me out tremendously when y'all help each other. All right, let's pull this out. Let's dry it. And then we're gonna tint the cinnamon. Yes, happy Monday. Hi, Michelle. Yay, Brenda got her club. I love it. Yes, I love it when you can reuse a service. I agree. I like it just like that. Not a fan of the rusty look. That's okay. I just want to attempt it. Just because I'm not good at it, but I want to try it. So, Miss Diane, you could totally make the same project and just leave it white like this. What blue did you use? I use Colonial Blue. But retro would look really pretty with it too. It will smell like cinnamon. It sure will. We're gonna see, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you think this project is gonna turn out the way we're thinking. Some of y'all have been around here long enough to know that I've done cinnamon before and it doesn't turn out, but we're gonna try. Okay, so here's the sign before the rusty look. You could totally keep it like this and it's good to go. But your surface does come looking like this. All right, so here are a couple things I need to get. I need to get some paper towels. Let me go grab some, hold on. I've grabbed my Mod Podge. And then let's grab our ground cinnamon. Okay, so we are gonna use Mod Podge for this. Hi, Monica. I got my Chalk Couture box yesterday. I haven't opened it. Yay! I love the color retro. I really do. Like, I love it. It's a really pretty blue. See, Miss Janice is like, girl, I already know. We've tried this before and you wanna keep trying it. We're gonna see how this goes. All right, Mod Podge from the good old dollar store. Not fancy around here, y'all. This is not the scissors I should be, the tools I should be using to open this, but it's what's closest to me. All right, maybe. Sorry, y'all. All right, here we go. So, Mod Podge, and we're just going to start at the bottom. So I am going to just put Mod Podge directly on to my glass mat, and we are just going to kind of work in sections, okay? If you are new to me, say hello. We're attempting the rustic look with cinnamon. It is not my forte. I'm not the best at it, but that's okay. And I'm getting red on here because, like a dum-dum, I put my Mod Podge on top of a red paint that was dried up on my mat. But it's going to be covered up. Okay, here we go. Cover it. I got my delivery date and then went to the doctor and then worked, and my box is still like, yeah. Hi, Dee. Oh, you're so sweet, Miss Janice. I got my order today too. Yes, so many fun things. I love hearing that y'all are getting your orders. Okay. We'll fix it here in a second. Boone, no sir. He's just right there staring at me. He's like, Mom, let me in. Alrighty. Should we go all the way around? Or just like, probably not. That would look too uniform for rust, right? So I'm wondering if I do a little bit and just kind of play with how much I put. Oh, uh-oh. Y'all hear them? Oh. Boom. Sorry, y'all. Hold on. Let me fix that little section because that looks funny. I'm not great at this. This is not my thing. I got a little thick. Let's see. I put a little too much, but that's okay. That's what I'm going to do, Miss Sharon. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of move, like do a little bit more right here on this side, and then add a little bit up top and then on random spots. That way I don't know. It's just not my thing. Julie's like, girl, put it down and do small spots. I know. I'm learning. I think it's just a technique you have to practice. I will, Miss Diane. I'm going to wait for it to dry. Hey, boys. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, that has Mod Podge all over the... Boom. Looks too even. I'm not done. I'm just kind of thinking. Let's see. Oh, that would not be the one I needed. That's the Mod Podge. I think it would look better with an actual brush rather than a foam brush. It looks like it has spots. Y'all, this is why I don't like the cinnamon technique. Because this is what I do. I just don't like the way that I do it. I struggle with it. I liked the paint method better that we did last time. Y'all. Okay, we're just gonna leave it. Quit messing with it. All right, we're gonna do a little bit. Here. I told y'all I would try it. This is not, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad right there. I like the other method better. I would make, yeah. I'm sorry. Let me let them in because they are just keep barking. I think they're doing it on purpose. Okay. Let's do the other corner and then we'll do some like little spots. That's okay. Usually pounce on gray or silver and then this back. I've never seen it that way, Miss Denise. You learn something new every day. I'm gonna have to try that. Well, the bottom part of it is silver. It's a galvanized metal, so maybe I should have just kept it like that instead of painting it white. I don't know. I think it's getting better as I go. But let's see. Ooh, that would have been dangerous. All right. This is messy. What do y'all think? A little bit. No, I'm gonna do this. I don't know. I'm just kind of experimenting here. You would mix silver and black for what? The underneath part? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I think the top looks way better than the bottom. So I just went in too heavy-handed at the bottom. And I wish I would have just done it lightly. So that's a little tip for you. I think I'm kind of learning the yeah. This side just makes me laugh right here because it just looks like a horrible mess. That's okay though. That's okay. I'll add a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go down here. I know I said I wasn't gonna add it all the way around and I did. I just think it looks better. And I just got my big old thumb in that section. Hold on, I'm not trying to ignore y'all's comments. top looks way better than the bottom. I will say that. So I got better as I went on. I will miss Diane. I'm not going to leave it like all cinnamony like this. I promise. I'm going to fix this side because this side is driving me nuts. Because it just looks like, I don't know how to describe that. All I can see is this side right here. Oh my goodness. Rust isn't perfect. I think it looks great. Thank you. Okay, let's put some of this back in here, and then I'm going to go in maybe in little spots and add it, or should we just leave it around the edges? Yes, Miss Lorna, I realized that once I started going to the top, I kind of got the feel for it. See? Y'all always tell me, Alex, all your projects turn out perfect. Mine never turn out that way. Mine's not perfect. Okay, let me wipe this up. Yeah, so I saw someone say, can you seal it? Yeah, I think you would just use a sealant spray, but I cannot speak to that because I have not ever done it with the cinnamon. So if someone on here has sealed a project with cinnamon before, let us know how you did it. Little spots in the middle. Okay. Oh, I need this then. Get this back out. And I will dry brush it when... Oh. That's okay, Karen. No drink tonight? No? Well, the great thing about this surface is it's reusable, okay? So, like, if I absolutely hated how this turned out, I would spray it with water, right? I would probably take, before I scrubbed it with my board eraser, I'd probably take a paste scraper and scrubbed off as much as I can, and then just start over. So, okay, so we're going to do little dots, but this is my issue, is... I don't want it to look so like, here's a line and then there's a line. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just kind of playing. Because this is not... And I might put too much on here, y'all. That's okay too. That looks good. All right, let's do a little more, maybe right here. And then right there. All right. And I think we might be good. I'll see what y'all think. It smells so good. Hi, Victoria. I did. Well, actually, we celebrated Mother's Day on Saturday. And then, I'm going to do one more spot. And then, that way my brother and sister-in-law could celebrate with her parents on Sunday. Ooh, I've wanted to try that, but I think I should perfect my cinnamon technique before I move on to coffee grunge. Okay. It kind of looks like a heart, but that wasn't my intention. Does that look good? I will dry brush the rest of it off once it's dry, obviously. I bet I could hit it with the dryer. What do y'all think? All right, let's pour our cinnamon back in. Y'all, you could get cinnamon from the Dollar Tree. So go buy cheap old cinnamon from the good old Dollar Tree for this project. Okay, I have to say, I think, and Miss Janice has been here. I don't know if Miss Shawn is still on. I think that's the best-ish I've ever done. I wish I would have done a much thinner line on the bottom, but we were learning. We were messing. We were playing at that point. Oh, please tell him I said hello. Maybe we can figure that out. We celebrate sunset. Yeah. That's okay, Colleen. So should I blow dry it? Yeah. All right, let's dry it. So I know Miss Janice and Miss Shauna were here at least last year when I attempted this project. Yeah, see Miss Lynette. It looks so much better than I did the last time. I understand less is more. Less is more. But I definitely want to attempt it again. This makes me not so afraid to do it now. Thank you, Melinda. Yes, y'all, I'm having a power hour sale on my cutout website tonight. So the entire website, all cutouts are 30% off over there. No code needed. So just comment the word May and then look for the link that says cutouts and it'll take you to my site. Oh yeah, that looks a million times better than the last time. You've seen others take a brush to remove the excess. Ooh. Okay, I think we're good. I think it's nice and dry. So let's take a brush and let's dry this off. Or, yeah. I actually really like that. I know. I'm like, what do y'all think? But you can't really see it. It's definitely better than what I've done in the past. I will say that. Okay. Thank you. Practice. I just need to practice. Thank you, Louise. All right, let me put this back down here. I don't know. I wanted to see if this would hang on our large signpost, but I think the way I have, oh no, it will work. Okay. Boom. Okay, hold on. We're gonna do our hanger. Y'all don't go anywhere. Hit the heart button, comment the word May, and we're gonna do a giveaway here in just, I don't know, like 3 minutes. I'm just gonna put the hanger on. Definitely, yeah, once I dry brushed it and got all of that excess, cinnamon off, it looked better. All right, so I'm going to do it really short because I want to hang this on my large signpost. Okay, so right now, this guy is 30% off on my cutout website. No code needed. Sale ends at midnight. Okay, so typically I put this little hanger piece up here so you have more height. But I didn't do that on this one for whatever reason. Okay, I need to make it shorter. It's too long. Hold on. It's too long. Come on. Here we go. And that's too short now. Y'all. I'll get it this time, maybe. It is cute. This is one of my best sellers. This actually is the best seller on my website. I've sold, I don't know, close to 200 of those. Y'all love them. I love them too because you could put all sorts of things on them. It doesn't just have to be rounds. You know what I mean? Okay. And it's called the large signpost. Large signpost. Okay. I'm getting there, y'all. I promise. One of these days. And if this doesn't fit, then you get the idea of it. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, I still made it too long. So just make your hanger short. I'm not going to make y'all stand here or wait for me to get it right, but put this little piece up higher and it wouldn't be a problem. So it does fit on that one. How small is the little one? I had it over here. I don't know off the top of my head, but if you go onto the website, it has the dimensions on there for you. I don't know off the top of my head, but go for the small signpost holder, and the dimensions are on there. All right, there it is. What do y'all think? So let's take a poll. Same project, 2 different ways, okay? This one, we painted our rust on and then did like the chippy method. And then this one, we actually did like the cinnamon method. So which one do you prefer? Number 1 or number 2? This one is $15 retail, but that isn't, I don't know off the top of my head. Like, you'll have to go to the website to figure out what that is with the 30% off. So which one? 1 or 2? Not including the signpost. I definitely want to play with the cinnamon method a little bit more now that I kind of understand it a little bit better. I think I can make that sign look really, really cute. 1, I like this one too. I like both of them, but I like number 1. I want to redo this one, but there it is, y'all. Super simple, no cutouts on this one, but you can go grab the cutouts for the club transfer this month at 30% off until midnight tonight. 1, but you like the other truck, yeah. Hi, Mary Agnes. So, I attempted the cinnamon. I tried it, y'all. I want to say, like, I learned halfway through, okay? So, go check out the website. Go check out the website. What was I going to say? 30% off. And then I have a live cutout sale on Monday, okay? I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, let's pick a winner. I totally was going to hop off without picking a winner. Let's pick a winner. So hit that heart button. Comment, comment, comment. I'm trying to see where I can put this. And I will pick a winner from the comments to win a mystery cutout. Thank you. It wasn't my first time, Leona. I've actually tried this method several times before, but this time I think I actually kind of understood how to put the glue. Because before I was just like putting globs of the glue and then it just wasn't looking right. But I think it turned out way better than I've done before. All right, let's pick a winner. Facebook post. There we go. Make sure you've hit the heart button because I am going to filter out people who have not liked the video. The butterfly. That's the butterfly we did. Okay, 337 comments to choose from. Oh, well, I just updated it, so give it a second. That's our tulip butterfly. That one's called on the cutout site the spindle butterfly. All right, here we go. Start. Michelle Zimmerman. Michelle Zimmerman, are you still here, my beautiful friend? All right, there's that. I'm going to be on tomorrow. I don't know. We're probably going to do something patriotic. All of that good stuff. But let's see if Michelle is here. Thank you. I know. I love that butterfly. I wanted to do it with, I wanted to do the dragonfly that I had in a cutout sale with the lemon one. But some people told me that they're over the lemons. That wouldn't stop me from doing it though, if I'm being honest. Michelle, are you here? Say here. What time? Tomorrow I'll be on, I don't know. I might be on a little bit later, so maybe more like 8. There she is. Okay, Michelle, send me a message saying, hey, you won, and I will get your form sent over to you. That's okay, Lisa. We just finished this guy. We attempted the rust method with cinnamon, so that's what we did. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your night. I'm going to go finish working on some orders. Go do your 30% off shopping on the cutout website because that ends tonight, okay? You do have to place the order on the website on your own. No invoices. I can't send it to you. You have to do the shopping on the site yourself, okay? All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your night. Go stock up on your cutouts, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.